Hey everyone. Um, Hello and welcome back to the mini mansion building. um, I hope you had a great week. I had a week. um, I've been not the best, and it culminated with hurting my wrist. Thankfully, it's not too bad, and it's my left hand, so it's nothing too much of a problem. But it definitely did kind of slow me down. And hey, Sue, and you know, changed my plans a little bit, but all is well. Um, so yeah, I think uh yeah, yeah, I know, right? But it's fine. It's fine. It's mostly like no, all the movements, all the digits are moving, everything is fine, all everything is good. It just still hurts sometimes at certain angles, so I figured, better safe than sorry, wrap it up. Um which doesn't necessarily help with the making stuff, but it's okay. Um, so yeah, um, last week on our lively weekly live, we built the bay window seats, and I since I've been so foggy this week, I'm not even sure if I actually posted a photo of them. So I thought yeah, exactly. Um, just stay still, all is well. um, so I'm not sure if I actually showed you posted a photo of the finished bay windows. I wanted to, yeah, if I'll gently move it a bit more to the screen. This is our parlor currently. Um, and you can possibly see the bay windows here. I will actually, I actually have a photo that I'll just show you so you can see better, because that it was not very helpful. But yeah, so this is a photo I took. You can see in the back the window seats all ready and placed. And yeah, I just added the fireplace, so we'll give you a bit more of a feel of the space, I guess. And then and that's it. I didn't put any furniture in because I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to show how it looks like, how it would look if it was empty and ready for filling up with furniture. Um, Thanks so much. Yeah, so um, if you look down now, look down. I look down. For you, I have no idea which direction you're looking at the screen. But I did add some of the furniture in to kind of alternate maybe more towards the light a little bit. So you can see, um, yeah, we still have quite a bit of space. I'm not sure if this table, the glass table, will actually be in here or like more to here. I'm actually having thoughts about chopping down its legs and making it like a low coffee table sort of thing. And I'm still not sure if this couch is actually going to sit here in front of the fireplace or cool, then same direction as me. Um, yeah, so the couch might be actually more like next to one of the walls here, and we might have a different sofa. Because originally, what I had in mind and still sort of do is one of those. I'm not sure if it's also called chaise. It's the couches that have only like sort of like half a back. You know what I mean? That like one side is like you have the arm sit and like half of the back, and you can kind of so you can have a couple of people sitting normally in a way, but also you can kind of sit to the side and lounge. which is a nice thing to do. So yeah, so we might do that as well. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so far that's our furniture. And to be honest, I originally planned to work on curtains today, but I don't know. It feels like something that is a bit fiddly, and not sure that I'm like in the right finger set with that. So what I'm planning on doing instead is a rug. We're gonna do some weaving today, some tiny weaving, which is always fun. So my plan is to do a rug that is basically planned to be in front of the fireplace, sort of in the sitting area. Um, I will, I'll make it and then we'll see. Worst case scenario, it'll go in a different room because, we have all kind of rooms, and all of them can have a nice rug. I'm planning on doing it in a pale color. This It looks white. It's not actual white. It's cream, but it's like natural, like natural cotton color. So it's not really cream, not really white, but off white, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Just a sec. So I'll move this out of the way. Ooh, the side table fell. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I am very much looking forward to the point when I glue down the wall so they will stop falling on me. But yeah, I have turned off the light a bit too much there. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, Kala. Hope you had a good dinner. So yeah, I guess unbleached cotton, but I think it's actually wool. So unbleached wool? I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, so you made dinner, so you're probably eating now. So bon appetit. Enjoy your food. We are making a tiny rug today. And I was thinking about it actually, that weaving is kind of have a special place in my heart because it's actually like the first craft that I remember learning or doing. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, I have different types of looms that I've always enjoyed, that I can, I have a collection of looms basically. But what I'm going to do is actually do the basic thing of using a cardboard as my loom. So I'll move to the full screen on my table and I'll show you what I'm doing as I talk away, as always. So, knitting, yeah. So knitting was a bit later for me, and surprisingly, what was funny, like knitting, I remember as something that my grandmother taught me, but weaving I actually learned in school, and I only learned crochet years later. I sort of taught myself. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this little piece of, this is a piece of chipboard, basically. So, and I'm going to make a teeny loom out of it by just cutting pieces. And the reason I'm using that, I'm actually going to just check. Yeah, it's actually way too big. Can you believe it? Yeah, so this little loom is too big. So I'm going to just turn it and use it like this. So the rug will basically be, I might actually chop it a bit because I want it to be pretty much the same size as the finished rug. So yeah. So what I'm going to do is basically cut some cuts. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, my mom knew how to knit, but she didn't like it so much. She was more into sewing. Um, but she wasn't sewing so much by the time I was like big enough to use a sewing machine. She did teach me a bit, and I did learn from her sewing, but I think that it's also one of those. I don't know, actually, maybe she was the one who taught me hand sew, probably, actually, now that I think of it. Because I do remember sewing stuff for my dollies. Like, that's the only thing I did with my dolls. I was kind of a tomboy, so my toys were mainly like Transformers and G.I. Joes and stuff like that. But I always had uncles that gave me Barbie dolls, and the only thing I actually really did with them was sew clothes for them, because sewing clothes for G.I. Joe was apparently too small at the time. Also, G.I. Joes had plastic clothes that were attached to them, so it felt less useful, I guess. But yeah, so I'm going to do to use this. It's an embroidery thread, and I'm just using this red one. Basically, if I get it right, um, I don't think it will actually be visible. Not really. It won't really be visible because I want this to be like a shaggy rag. So this will kind of be at the bottom. But I wanted to use a contrasting color because then you'll actually be able to see what I'm doing, which is always useful. And also, the walls are red, so it seemed to fit. So, and I always forget the names of like the directions of the weaves in English. One is a waft, was it? You probably know it too. So yeah. So I just um, did a went around this little edge. This is enough to hold the string in place. And now I'll just go here, over, over. Yes, yes, you can. There you go. Back to the other side. And here. And back and forth. I'm not even sure that I'll do the full width that I did. Okay. No worries. I will find it if I'll need to. No, let's go the full width that I did here. Not exactly wide anyway. I just want to see. Yeah, it's fine. So I'm just gonna cut the end here. And tie this off, sort of. I'm not really tying it up. Um, that's strong enough as is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually a type of weaving that is based on Persian carpet weaving. So it's not really the normal weave. And I've never done it this small, so, wish me luck. But yeah, so this will be the back color. Basically, you'll see that what will happen is that we kind of, oh, no, what are you doing? Please pass correctly. There you go. So you'll see that what we'll do is basically, because this very thick, it might be too thick, actually. I might, because I have a slightly less thick one. I'm wondering. I'm going to try and use this one, even though I'm less fond of its color. I know it looks the same for you guys, but for me, this one is slightly more yellowish, but it's a bit easier to control because it's a synthetic. I think it's an acrylic wool, so synthetic rule what synthetic wool that is a little bit easier to handle sometimes. I'm not going to cut a whole lot of it. You can always cut more. And we have a nice thicker needle here for it. Okay. Use only one strand. I'm not sure. Okay, so basically what's going to happen is that we're going to use the thin red thread. Yes, that is an important word today. To create, to hold in place this the wool, because what will happen is that, and you'll see it in a sec, that yeah, I don't know, of the first one. Yeah, I am using just one thread. I've just turned it over. Okay, so basically this is going to be the base that will hold the pieces of the wool in place. And I'm gonna just start, because if I try to explain it, my brain is not entirely with me today, people. So yeah, so it's better to show than tell. That is all I can say. Okay, so I'm going up and down between, let's see if you can, yeah, one thread up, one thread down, under and above the thread, the lines. I don't remember. Oh, terminology, where have you gone? But yeah, you go the one direction, and then from the other direction you go back the opposite. So if here I went above this line, now I will go below it, and the same with the rest. One of the benefits of doing something so tiny is that you can really thread your entire needle through, and just, just take it through, and in one go, and it's fairly quick. Haha. Opposite, yes. So yeah, and what it does is, of course, create a weave, and I'm just using my needle to kind of push it to place, to condense them together. I'm going to do another set of back and forth, and what I'll do is also capture the edge in my weaving. That will kind of create a knot, if you wish. So you can see this one was, oh, come now. It's above, so I'm just catching this one, and again, going up and down like I did with the first one. And there we go. And if you're doing it wrong, by the way, it's very obvious, because basically everything comes unraveled. So it's very easy to know in weaving if you've done something wrong. Okay, so to be honest, it's a bit of a wide strip, but it's okay, because I think we need it to hold everything in place. And now we're going to do the carpet. The carpet weave. And this is a bit of an odd one, to be honest, because basically what we'll do is we'll weave a thread around each pair, and we will be will be cutting the thread. So what we do is we go from the left under. Oh, do not get messed up, please. That's the thing with threads. Yep. So we go under and we pull it, and I'm gonna leave a fairly long tail. Well, fairly long for this type of tiny thing, because I want it to stick in place. So went under, and now we go above it and under the thread to its left, and trying not to take over the entire. What are you doing? It's capturing every thread inside. All's well. There we go. So you see this is captured here. And basically, and actually this is the step we do. So we just cut this off. Technically, I probably, and we'll do the same thing over and over with all of these. So we go take for this pair again, going from the left under it. And yes, I am leaving a very long tail. You will see that, I mean, afterwards we will kind of shred the carpet. Somehow shredding doesn't sound right. Shed, no, wait. How do you call, what's the thing you do with sheep? When you cut off the wool once a year. I shall continue. And again. Oof. Trying not to capture every single line in the area because it's not helpful. This, and under this thread. What are you doing, you? And there we go. Cut this off. And now we basically take this red thread that we started with, and we're going to basically continue the weave that we've done before, but over here, so that it grabs the. I'm just checking where I was. Yeah, that's under. Okay, so it will grab the white thread in place. And we just go here, and we'll take. I'm just condensing it, and we'll do a double step. A double line, or, well, I don't know. I feel like that's like the full step, basically, doing two of them. And now we continue with a white one. Shear! Yes! Shear! We will shear the carpet, which I don't think you can actually say necessarily, but you know what? I just did. Ha! Cool. So I'm going to do again the step we did with the white, and I'm going to probably speed up a bit, and I've already described what I'm doing, so I don't know if you need me to slow down or repeat something, let me know. But basically it's going to be the same steps until the end. I suspect that it will not take too long because it's tiny. And in the meanwhile, we can, for example, discuss curtains, because I've had some thoughts on curtains, but I'm not entirely sure yet what should be done. First of all, color. Should we go with black, or do you have any other idea for a color of curtains? Because, yeah, we have red walls. That's kind of limiting in a way. It's beautiful, but limiting a bit with the color. I mean, they can also have pattern. The walls, they can have, not the walls, the curtains, because I'll bring actually, no, you, because the walls are, I mean, they have a very delicate kind of pattern. Yeah, I'm just squeezing tight to make sure that it's all very, very condensed. That's the idea, because in the end, when we remove it from this, everything needs to be able to be very, very tight. Okay. So, yeah, I'm still trying to capture that tail, actually. So, yeah, so we can go with black curtains, or we can have some pattern, because the wallpaper that we have in this room, it has some stripsy thingy, but it's not um, really a pattern that will clash with a different pattern, with having, like, I don't know, something on the curtains. I mean, to be honest, doing a pattern will probably be a bit difficult for me, because scale issues, but it's doable if we want it. Yeah. Also, so I had a moment of thinking, oh, so maybe the bay window should not need don't need to have curtains, because I don't know, just because they wouldn't. It would be slightly different curtains, because they don't go all the way to the floor there. In other places, they can go all the way to the floor, but in there, they will be held down by the seats, the beautiful seats that we've done. But then I realized that if they're doing seance in this room, they need to be able to darken it. So there must be curtains everywhere. Ha. Either simple dark with a nice pattern, or in brighter color or golden ones. Ooh, gold curtains. That might be cool. It would sort of match with what we did in the entrance hall, actually, because in there we had, like, there was a golden wallpaper, and we did the red carpeting for the stairs, and that came out pretty cool. So yeah, that could be interesting, like gold curtains. Or maybe brownish, I don't know. Meh. I don't feel like brown would be something that they would do in the carton, right? Like that would be, so drab. Okay. If I'll do gold, then we can do, maybe try sort of satiny fabric. That could be cool. Hmm. Many thoughts. That's, yeah. Okay. Ow. Don't stab yourself. See, the thing with the condensing is that every time you think that, ooh, I'm almost half done, you condense it, and it's like, oh, no, it's not. But still, we're getting there, and it is very it's important to condense it like this. And actually, I don't know if I should leave this tail there. It's fine. I'll cut it out afterwards. Okay. Oh. Yeah. And I don't know what else can we think of. What else would you like to see in the parlor? Is there anything that you think should be in a parlor that I have completely missed? Okay, that's yeah. I mean, I do want to maybe do a little bit of teeny book cabinets. Um, hmm. And but I suppose it's more about like a sitting room. So there should definitely be a sofa or chaiselong or couch or chairs and stuff. Because at the moment there aren't enough. Not really. And yeah, we can also think of other rooms perhaps. Okay. So yeah. Nice and condensed. This would be a very shaggy carpet if I don't shear it. Cut it down. I don't know. I find it amusing to call it shearing. So I did. Oh, mini bookshelves. 3 mini bookshelves. Is it for your house, or is it a different project? Because I don't know if you have like a long going project, or are you working on something new? Okay. Oh, I didn't cut it in the end. Oops. This is one of those things that, um, when you do a mini version, you kind of like realize how much work. Can you imagine how much work it is to do like a full size carpet like this? It's insane, I tell you. And with patterns. Oof, goodness. I mean, I was thinking of there's different ways that you can do carpets and weaving. For whatever project I decide to make right now, I'm working on a commissioned Xmas mini box present. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. So it's like a Christmas village or something, or is it, I don't know, not really Christmas related, but just a Christmas present, because that, all of those things. Use giant electric blooming machines. Yeah, true. I mean, you know, what I'm doing now is like the old traditional way that they used to do carpets, but obviously that's handmade carpets, not machine made carpets. A room. Cool. That is so awesome. And yeah, I always love doing commissions because you never, it's always things that you would never think, at least for me. It's always things that I would not consider myself doing, or I would not think of myself. Um, and it's just so cool to have other people's idea to play with, basically. Um, yeah, go. I believe we're halfway there. So exciting. What do you say? Do you think I can finish the carpet during the live? This would be very exciting. Ooh, can't wait. I'll check it out soon. Yep. And okay. Yeah. And I'm asking you about other rooms, by the way, because yeah, the if my would be cool to finish it during the live. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty quick. That's the benefit of doing something this tiny is that, yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's little space. so so sometimes you actually manage to do it quite quickly. And yeah, so I was starting to say that I was planning before the week has gone to not a good place, has gone to hell. I'm allowed to say that it was going to hell. Before my week went to hell, I was planning on, getting the dining room finished, so we can start working on it. And I mean, we do have another full floor that we haven't gotten around to. Ooh, maybe we should decide, like, because okay, we're basically going to have a study and two extra rooms that will be like bedrooms or something like that. So first of all, do you think they should both be bedrooms, or do you want, I don't know, a creepy nursery, a I don't know what other rooms can be. um yeah, so that's one thing. And also say that it's a bedroom, like say it's guest rooms, or something like that. What colors should we have them be? Because it's traditional to have, like, a blue room, a green room. We already have a red room, so I guess we can skip that. It can be yellow, it can be, I don't know, or maybe different. I always love that in old houses when you have, or like some bed and breakfast do that, when you have like several rooms. So they would give the rooms different names, and it'll be like, well, usually they you do nice names of like flowers or birds. But maybe we can do like, slightly creepy name rooms. Like, I don't know. Like the Belladonna room. Belladonna is a nice plant that was used for many things, including poisoning. Uh, it's a beautiful thing when the same plant is used for both poisoning and makeup. Um, ah, humans are interesting, aren't we? A bathroom. Yeah, I was thinking about a bathroom. I'm not sure. We can definitely have a bathroom there too. Um, I mean, creepy things happen in bathrooms, at least in horror movies, that's for sure. Um, so that's definitely. What are you? No, no, no! Do not go there, silly wool. Um, like a bathroom with a nice little porcelain a bathtub. That could be cool. Dressing room. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess they would have a dressing room, sort of, but it's also like, I feel like, wouldn't it be the bedroom in some cases? I don't know. I suppose that we should have at least one bedroom. Ooh. Yes, feet. I'm wondering how I would do that. I'll probably have to sculpt it because I don't think that I can. I don't know if I can find something that size. So I'll probably have to sculpt them. That could be cool. Some polymer clay action. Needle, needle. Um, yeah. Uh, Now it's getting to the slightly frustrating part because you're like, oh, look, there's so little left. And then you need to tighten it. And oh, wait, there's more room. But we have to do it because otherwise the carpet will not be strong and then it will fall apart. That is not the purpose. Um, okay, so we can have like a study, a bedroom, and a bathroom, I think. And a creepy hallway. We will have a creepy hallway with some interesting lighting for sure. I'm still not sure what other lighting I will do in the house. Um, but I'm definitely having some creepy lights coming into the hallway or out of the hallway. Because what else do we have it for? Um, and yeah, actually, lights, people. Let's discuss lights as I am trying desperately to finish this carpet. Because we can. I believe we can. But lighting. So yeah, so I definitely want to have lighting in the kitchen oven. We have made it hollow just for that. Um, and I want at least one of the fireplaces to have. I don't think I want all of the fireplaces to have light from in them. A lighting from within. But definitely at least one. And the question is, should it be the one in the parlor, the one in the hall? Maybe it will be one more than one. I don't know. What do you say? Creepy lighting from the fireplace. Discuss. Oh goodness. Huh. I am almost running out of wool. Well, on the needle. There's plenty more as you've seen in the beginning. Yeah. What other uh, um, places we can put light that will be creepy? Here is a question for you, my friends. If you want to do only one, then maybe the parlor, because the hall might have more other options, but creepy light. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Because the thing is also that, there is having ideas of where to put the lighting, and then there is the whole technically where can it be. Yeah, under the staircase could work. Because yeah, there is a point when it's just okay. I'll just cut this off because it's a bit much, but we will need to bring a bit more thread in. But first, let us do this. I was thinking of maybe trying and do lighting that sort of maybe comes out of a picture somehow. But that would be putting lighting basically into the walls, which would be a bit tricky. So I will need to think of how we can do that. We can definitely have lighting coming up from the. We really don't need that much of this thread. We can have lighting coming up from the basement, which will be in the servants hall thingy that's behind the parlor. Not parlor. Oh dear. Behind the great hall. Yes. I know. I know. They're really, really tiny. Although, to be fair, if you've noticed, in the parlor, for example, we actually have a space for a pretty big picture above the fireplace. So we can do that maybe. Ooh, dumbwaiter. Yes. Ooh. Yes. That would be super cool. I'm just not sure it's possible, but it would be super cool. It's just so tiny. I think that even like the smallest lights that I have are they might be too big. I think that in the next project I do, I'll try to make it maybe a little bigger, because honestly, I love doing tiny stuff, but yeah, it just limits you at some point. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, because I'll be honest, I already have like probably 5 ideas for more projects for after this, like long-term projects. I mean, I always have way too many ideas for projects for the time I actually have. But that's sort of how it goes, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. We might find a way to do it. We'll see. It'll just mean that basically I will have to sort of embed the light into the wall, which is possible because the gray board I used is like 2 millimeter thick, so it's possible. It's not exactly easy, but it is possible. And my friends, I do believe that this will possibly be the last line of the wool, because we do have, I am going to do a few lines of the red thread like I did in the beginning to kind of close up things nicely. But I think this is possibly condensed enough here. Very exciting. And 10 minutes to go. Look at that. Yes. Oh, yeah. So I have always, I think creative people kind of tend to have two types. Some people are challenged with finding ideas, and some people are challenged with having too many ideas. That's like it, at least that's how it feels. I feel like I know people either saying like, oh, I always need to kind of, I'm always looking for more ideas. And I mean, all of us do in a way, looking for inspiration because it's fun. But I always have a million ideas. If I find new inspiration, I just have a million more. And I never, ever find the time to do everything I want, ever. That's just not a possibility. Right? Too many ideas, too little time. No, it actually went into the cardboard. Okay. We are almost done here. I'm just gonna, I think this would be the last. Ooh. Yeah, and it's getting to a point when it's a little bit challenging with the needle to actually, not go into the cardboard. Let's just say it as it is. And I'm checking. I think it's tight enough. I think it'll be fine. I might give it another round just to be safe. Now I actually need to kind of take it one by one because there's no space. Am I on screen? Sort of. Yes. Good. Almost done. And I am sewing cardboard a little bit. Okay. Now, as you recall, we have this little edge here. We're just going to take off and tie down. Tie down. Yes, you can. There you go. And that's one. And now I'm basically just going to, actually, I'll just cut this off already. So I can use the needle to push this off. And if all goes well, you will have a carpet and it will not fall apart. This one does need to be tied down a bit. So we'll do it in a sec. Okay. And again, other side. So now you can see the back. And I'm very gently spacing it out a bit. Ooh, sorry. To take the whole, to kind of pull in the edges, but you can see that it's finished. fairly nicely, I would say. So we have some tails that I need to sew in or tie in, but I'll do it afterwards. Right now, what I want to do is shear it. Let's shear this rug. So I'm basically just gonna go around and yeah, very carefully. Ooh. And trying to keep it in the right, you know, in the same length because we want an even rug. Feels like that's how it would be done. Look at that. Yeah, I definitely have some uneven shearing there. But generally speaking, and I'm also using my fingers to basically unravel the thread, the wool thread, so it gets a bit more shaggy. To be honest, now that I think of it, I'm not sure if I would wanna, but I think this would have been great as like like a bear rug, wouldn't it? Look at that. Look at this little rug. Doesn't it look soft? Okay, so we still need to, of course, finish up these threads from the back well. Technically, it's definitely something that needs to be done before you do the shearing, but we have a carpet and it looks fluffy. I don't know if it actually fits like a parlor. It might be more of a bedroom rug, but I do think it looks nice and soft and cool. Nice and soft and warm would be more fitting, probably. But yeah. And this is kind of, making a very thick, lush, shaggy carpet. Bathroom too, yes. Although it's kind of a big one for a bathroom in this house, but maybe we'll make an even smaller one. But yeah, we can. There's a million ways, as always, to do everything. So carpets as well. Anything from like printing it to weaving it, and with a weave as well. There's a million ways. I think I need to flatten it a bit. It's kind of it's a little big. But I don't know. Let's bring a table. Can a table stand on that? Not really. Well, if I flatten it, it will. I will probably, well, definitely actually put some. This is secure enough, but just for safety and for more stability, I will probably put some glue at the bottom, and that will flatten the bottom so it will sit a bit better. Can also bring the couch. That looks really thick next to the couch, but I guess that works. Sort of like big fuzzy lovely rug. I don't know. It actually does feel to me like it could pass as sort of a fur rug, but then it will need to be, like the spread eagle sort of rug, I suppose. But yeah, so we have made a rug. I'll bring it again to the camera so we can see it a bit more. Still needs to finish the back a bit. But it feels like also, like if I would make like a regular weave carpet, I feel it should have been with pattern and more details and things like that for this kind of house. But for something that is kind of this shaggy, fuzzy rug, it makes sense, or it makes more sense to me at least, that it would be one color. And that would be cool. So yeah, it might go in a different room in the end, but we have a rug and I'm happy with it. So yeah, so I think I had a sheepskin rug as a child, and that also didn't have it. That's true. Okay, cool. Okay, so it doesn't have to have legs. That's cool. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, like it's not something that I would necessarily feel comfortable having in my house, but in this kind of house, yeah, they would probably should have like animal heads on the walls and stuff like that somewhere. I'm not sure if in the parlor or the study. Should we have an animal head on the wall in the parlor? Because we do have room. We do have room in the on the walls on the parlor. We haven't really done anything yet. So let me know what you think. Now, yeah. Oh, before I forget, very important announcement, sort of. That on Sunday, this coming Sunday, we have the Crafty People United, this lovely, lovely group of crafters that I have actually started my lives always with them, and they're wonderful people. And we're doing a yes for Vasilis. We are doing a special hop for the benefit of Vasilis, who's an amazing crafter and person, and he needs some help. So there's a fundraiser for him. I actually put the link for the fundraiser in the description for this video as well, and also the link to the first video of the hop on Sunday. It'll be Nuneka, and she's starting at, I think it was 5 p.m. CT. I'm very bad. I know I will be going live at 7 p.m. CT, so it's the same time as I do on Thursdays. And I will be doing it together with my very good friend Jess, Matter of Crafts, who's, if you've missed her, then you should definitely get to know her because she's amazing and she's so much fun. So yeah, so that would be on Sunday. I also put already the link for next week because it's just convenient to schedule it a week ahead so everybody will know when it is and everything. Could the animal head have creepy lights as well? Ooh, now that is an interesting question. It's possible. It's possible. If I find an animal head in an okay size that I can drill inside and put the light in, I really feel like I'm violating toys sometimes, It's really. I'll just take this cute little Bambi and drill in its head. Okay. But anyway, this is the kind of project we're working in now. But yeah. Creepy eyes. Yes, that would be cool. So yeah. So that's definitely an option that I like. I think that we might do that in the parlor. And yeah. Because I need to figure out those lights because I really. The unicorn head is amazing. That is so cool. Does his eyes move? I really feel like I would want like I'm not sure if I actually want one, but if I had a unicorn head on my wall, I want its eyes to follow me everywhere. Although that would creep me out for it. Like seriously. I would probably like build it and then give it to someone as a gift or something because it will creep me out too much. But yeah. So I think next week we will continue with the parlor because there's so much to do. But hopefully I will have a more successful week in pushing things forward a bit, and we can move ahead a little, and maybe I'll figure out the lighting because I really, really, really want to glue down the walls. Although to be fair, it's not just the lighting that needs to be figured out completely; it's also the windows. Um, though I think that I can probably like window frames and stuff, but I think that that will be on top, so it's probably okay to glue down the walls. I'm not sure. They just drive me insane every time that I'm trying to put things in the room and they fall down constantly. So I really want to glue them down, but I'm really scared of gluing them down because I know that afterwards I will find some details that will drive me insane if I yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so I will hopefully see you on Sunday, and also of course next Thursday for more miniature mansion, probably, yeah, more parlor, and we'll see how everything goes. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, a wonderful weekend, and a wonderful week right after. And I will see you soon. That's awesome. Bye for now. See, it's working.